Hey guys, today's the day I decided we're gonna attempt to change the thermostat on my '04 Audi TT. I'm sure this is just going to be awesome. I bet I'm gonna really enjoy myself. But I'm gonna take you guys along for the ride, do some time warp stuff here, also some 4K on my forehead, so you can see all the fun I'm gonna have. I've already taken these little pins out that I can lift the plastics away. Oh, I guess there's one more there. So let's get a Phillips to get that off of there. Do I have a quality Phillips in this whole drawer? Probably not. Here's a decent one, I guess. So here's one plastic coming off. Here's another. There we go. I'm gonna set these off to the side. Got their hardware. All right, I gotta take this plastic off. These get chewed up really easily, apparently. I think mine are still in decent shape, so they'll come off, which is great. And just these plastic screws, which is kind of wonky. With the temperature changes and the harsh environment in here, you can just imagine how brittle this plastic gets over time. So there's that. Again, with the hardware, we'll just leave that all there. This was just replaced, so hopefully it doesn't break, as they're known to do. Gotta unplug this guy. I forget what this guy is. I'll have to look it up, but we have to unplug it and then move this guy away so we can get up in here. And hopefully we have enough space. I've watched plenty of videos on YouTube on how to do this. And everybody seems to have, you know, a little bit different approach. I like the approach of not having to take off the alternator, as the service manual would suggest. Even though I don't have my service manual yet, it is on order. It's coming, it's on the way, but I don't have it yet. So there's that. Anyway, there should be a bolt here and a bolt here, and this should kind of come away. There's also stuff bolted to the bottom here, but I think we can leave that attached. Hopefully. I just need to get this little clippy-doo undone. Let's see if I can gently persuade it to come on out. Maybe a pick tool is in order. You know what I'm saying? Just come on. Come on, man. It's supposed to lift up. All right, okay. These are a 5 Allen. Give me some Allens. I need some kind of medium size like this right here. A medium size. Oh yeah. And it's not even that tight. I like it. And it's not super tight, you know what I mean? It was snug, but the previous person that put this on, aka my mechanic. Yeah, my mechanic. Long story, man. I had a lot of work done to this car. Usually I do a lot of my work myself, pretty much all of it, really expensive, and I don't ever want to do it again. But in a way, I wouldn't have it any other way, because it made it for such a great experience in that it was more a turnkey, and I didn't have to do the work myself, so that part of it was great. I try to situate all this stuff so it makes sense to me when I'm putting it back together. So it was indeed a 5-sized Allen to pull this away. And then there's a little doodad here that hooks into the dipstick. Hopefully we can pull that away without breaking it. Yes. So, and then looks like I can get this undone with a couple of Phillips. Is that what it is? Yeah, we'll get this whole bracket out the way. I got a shorty Phillips. Boy, it is warm in here. I need to turn this heater down. I don't know what it's been like in your neck of the woods, but man, it's been cold here in Washington State and in the Moses Hole. That's what they call it, the locals. Moses Hole, Moses Lake. All right, so I'm gonna completely get this bracket out of the way. If I can. Jeez. Now I need a regular. I can reach. Whew. Don't strip it. Do not strip it, Sean. There we go. Don't break anything. Just be very careful. Yeah, so I've had a lot of work done to this car, and I've done a little bit myself. Had an error code for engine temperature too low. I was thinking, well, you know, I might get away with just changing the engine coolant temperature sensor. Maybe that's what it was. Turns out, initially, when I had purchased that, I also purchased a thermostat, because that was just my first thought. Not even having any experience with these cars. It's just what I thought it might be. And the temperature gauge wasn't rising by driving the car, letting it warm up for quite some time, taking it on the freeway. I mean, I didn't think much of it because, you know, wintertime. It was November when I bought this thing. At any rate, it wasn't warming up, and I didn't think much of it. I was like, oh, it's just the temperature sensor. I did a little research, but it was also I'm thinking it's the thermostat. I'm thinking it's stuck open because it just doesn't really warm up. Come to find out, the temperature sensor, the temperature gauge should be right in the middle. It kind of goes on the first two lines and just kind of stays there. So yeah, not what it's supposed to do, not what you want to see. So anyway, this hose is connected to what we need to get to. This is the net that connects to the thermostat, which is right down here. On video, it looks like it's a mile down into the engine bay, and it might as well be. I mean, it's not exactly easy to access from what I'm seeing, but it's not impossible. This should just be able to pull right out. So I have to remember that this clips onto there. Okay, cool. Undo that. Does this just pull right up? How easily does it pull up? Ooh, look at that. Who knew? I need to get a paper towel or something. So being that this one's new, it's not as brittle as the original one, which did in fact break. But yeah, these things are known for that problem. So we'll just pull it out of the way so we don't bust it, even though it is brand new. I should probably order another one of these just in case. So got that out the way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some tape over that. I'm going to tape it up so that it's nice and out of the way. Looks like I'm going to need to get this out of the way as well. That looks like it's also a 5 Allen. Let me get some tape that. I think painter's tape will do just fine. So square of it and just wipe off the outside edge before we put tape on there so we make sure it sticks. Nice and wiped off. Yeah, see there was definitely some like residue around there, so really make sure it sticks. I'm gonna just do that. Kind of do one of these numbers because I want to make sure nothing gets in there, especially water, because we are going to be dealing with this little coolant hose here. I can see where bungee cords come in handy here to kind of hold things out of your way, and I would like this to be out of my way, but it's kind of proven to be a little bit of a booger. Let's just set you over there. Would you just stay over there, buddy? Probably not. Okay, well, right. Now we got to take all this apparatus off the alternator in order to get access to that lower bolt on the housing of this thermostat housing, whatever you want to call it. Let me adjust my light. I want to get it nice and close, I think. Get as much light on the subject as possible here. That's better, I think. I can kind of see anyway. Yeah, so let me get a flashlight. See right in there. That's where we're trying to get to. I think it's doable. Just got to get this out the way. So I'm going to have to take this battery cover off to unhook positive terminal so we don't short anything out. Just remembered that. I kind of wanted to avoid that, but it's just a smart thing to do since that is a live wire connected right to the battery. So it charges the battery from the alternator. So let's take these off, disconnect that before we go further. This is our positive terminal, and I believe that's a 10 milli, I think. I'm not really sure, but I think I got one over here. I think this is it. It sure is. It's a 10 milli. Let's go ahead and just take that terminal off. What I need to do is put something so that doesn't happen. That just happened. Get a microfiber or something here. Put this over it. Make sure it just doesn't make contact. We'll just set that there. There we go. What's next? What's next? I guess this guy, huh? But it's gonna need to get out of the way. I just know it. So let's get it out of here. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. So might as well remove this damn plastic too. I know I'm all over the place, right? Let's just go ahead and get this plastic out the way. Since we're basically a couple of clips from calling that good anyway. There we go. There's one. Pop that up. Okay. More hardware. Boom. Where was I? Oh, yes. Getting this off of here. Looks like it's got some sort of bar support under it. I'm trying to take care and not lose any of this hardware because that would suck. Looks like I'm gonna have to go to a shorty 5 here. Maybe I can get it in here. Damn, just barely. Dude, not friendly at all. Trying to get this undone. What is this? I don't know. I need to look it up though. I don't know what it is, but it needs to get the fuck out of my way. Okay, well, we're watching the video, and if I have to watch it again, I don't know where those go. Now, I think it's time to take off the alternator bracketry. This stuff here. There's the plug that comes away. And then there's a bolt here, and then there's one down here to get it all to pull away. If I'm not mistaken. Also, I just remembered I have these that came in the mail, and I need to use them. I'm getting tired of this sitting on my forehead, so I think I'm going to bust out my clamp. See if I can clamp this somewhere on the engine base so you guys can get a good view and you don't have to be strapped to my forehead. So stay tuned. Okay, we're back. I got you guys mounted to the hood. There's my hand, see? Woo! You're mounted to the hood so you can have a direct bird's eye view of what's going on here. So we'll see if that works out. And then I'll turn on my time mode again. Okay, we're back. The conclusion. Went to the store, got a new O-ring. It's not sitting flat the way I would like, but is what it is. This is what we're dealing with. I've decided I'm not going to worry about how much coolant I spill. Shouldn't be a very significant amount. I'm just going to yank the old one out, put the new one in, button everything back up. Pretty self-explanatory, but that's what we're doing. Hopefully not too much spills out because I don't want to clean up a big old mess. Here goes nothing. I'm just going to pull it. We'll see what happens. Not a lot, apparently. So I suspect this thing was stuck open, but found it. Original part, isn't it? Yep, it is. See a little VW Audi symbol. I didn't get an original replacement, but yeah, hopefully I don't regret that. This one definitely looks more quality, the factory one. For comparison, this is what I got from O'Reilly's. It doesn't look near as nice. Nowhere near. But the fact remains, it stays cold. And I'm pretty sure this is the culprit, because I already changed the sensor. So I'm like, come on, man, what's it going to be here? But yeah, that's where we're at. The surface looks just fine. There's no debris or anything in the way. I should show you, but it looks fine. It really does. See how this doesn't want to lay flat? I don't like that. Hopefully that's not going to be an issue. If I have to do this again, I'll definitely get factory parts, but I didn't this time. And I didn't replace this. Some people are sticklers on that too. They're like, oh, replace this. These get brittle. And again, this is only a 50,000 mile car, so I'm thinking, might be all right. Looks all right. Might be all right. My strategy is I'm going to tuck that gasket in there. It actually sits in there better than it sits in this. So I just kind of tucked it in there. Holy wow. Get this top bolt started. Apparently these bolts are supposed to be torqued to 11 foot-pounds. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to break out my torque wrench and make sure we get that exactly right, or as close to as possible. Because 11 foot-pounds really isn't much. And I don't want to break this thing because I don't have another one. Like I said, I got a metal one on the way, but I don't know when it's going to show up. But I got a notification that the shipment was delayed. So I don't know how delayed that's going to be or when it's going to show up. And I'd really like to get this thing on the road. Be careful with it. That's what I'm going to do. Now I'm told I can use a number 5 Allen. Let's see. Yep. Or I could. My original idea was, since that bottom bolt's so hard to get to, and my fat hand can't get in there, tape this to the socket and then just kind of guide it in there. So I think I'm gonna try the Allen method first. If I can get it in there that way. Maybe. Yeah, and I kind of want to tape it just because I don't want to lose it. You know what I'm saying? So I am gonna tape it. Just do this initially just to get it started. So let's see. I think we got her. I just needed to get it started, you know? So there's that. Now I'm gonna get my torque wrench out. Got our torque wrench set to 11 foot-pounds. See if we can get in there with this big ol' honker.
That's what she said.
Jeez. Okay. You are stubborn stupid. Hey. It's 11 foot-pounds. Okay. Can't fucking see anything, dude. Come on. Let's put some light on the situation here. You're so stupid.
Stupid! You're so stupid!
Get on. I'm told getting this bottom one back in is the really. Oh, okay. There we go. That's all the warning I need. We ain't getting any tighter than that. I think I'm gonna dial in this alternator wiring. Maybe I need that little extension for this one. I don't know that it'll fit, but we'll see. It's like a little too short without the extension, a little too long with the extension. Yeah, it's one of those deals. Ooh, this feels great on my back. Oh, this feels so good. If you don't have back problems, just start working on cars, man. Maybe I got a short 10 be able to use that extension and make my life a little easier. This little doodad goes here. That's your little hot wop. Your little hot wop. Oh, you home?
Oh, why didn't you just go home? That's your home! Are you too good for your home? Answer me!
Go back to your home. You're not too good for your home. You're going back to your home. I really don't care if you like that or not. Just, that's what's going to happen. This out the way. Get back on there. And then get this hose clamp back where it needs to be. I think I grabbed it like this before. Kind of tricky. I need some of those. I got some coming. They're specifically for hose clamps. So I want to have drop. But yeah, they got the special teeth on it. Where you can just grip the stuff the way it was intended. But I don't have those yet, and I got a little impatient, so what can I say? This doodad was plugged in. This was bolted on the other side of that bracket, as this was bolted on the underside of the manifold. It's always fun working on stuff you can't see, right? It's underneath here, so you gotta just feel your way around best to make sure you don't lose your hardware. That would suck if you did. And then you take your number 5 Allen. Okay, this one had the 2 Phillips screws that attach to the bracket. So we'll get that bracket. Sits like this, flip it on over, boom, here we go. There's my little, okay, I had this, and then I had a regular size one somewhere around here. There's hella regular. Where's my regular screwdriver? Come on, dog. Where'd you go? Lost in the sauce somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna move this light. Yeah, my screwdriver got lost in the sauce. Where'd it go? Kind of worries me. Where'd you go, bro? There's my shorty. We're back for just a minute. Burped the system, put the cap back on, took it for a drive, an extensive drive, good half-hour drive to the next town and back on the freeway. It was 37, 38 degrees outside temperature, and the temp gauge stayed right where it was supposed to, right in the center, just like it's supposed to. So I'm real happy about that.